Oh, there goes the emergency alert on my phone.
This isn't the place for you. I am very worried about rattlesnakes, I'm going to be honest. Gotta go. Gotta go. Now. Good morning. So I think this is day 7. So if you've been watching our trip so far, we have come from Chicago to Tucumcari. We are at the Blue Swallow Hotel. Today we have a very short ride. It is the first short ride we've had since we started, and we are very much looking forward to having a bit of a break. I'm currently in one of the garages at the Blue Swallow Hotel. The reason I'm stood in here and not outside the front with a nice backdrop is because it is so windy. It's incredible. So we're working on getting the bikes together. So let's roll the intro and then I'll tell you all about the Blue Swallow, and then we'll hit the road and make our way to Santa Rosa. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our experience of the Blue Swallow Hotel. We are in no way affiliated, we paid full price, and we've stayed here just like anyone else, but this place is fascinating. The first thing I want to say though, is if you want all the modern luxuries of a modern hotel, this isn't the place for you. Like, it is fantastic. We can't say enough good things about the shower and water pressure, by the way. Like, that was a really good bonus. But this place has been around since, I think it's 1927. It has been constantly open since then. There's some of the stories. You need to go Google it and have a look at it, but it is fascinating. So the owners actually bought this 2 years ago. They've kept it exactly as they are. Most people would have changed these garages into other rooms just to make more money because they could, but they haven't. They have kept them as a motor hotel, which is why, obviously, what a motel is. Interesting fact, there is a gas station next door to this. I don't think it is any longer a gas station, but the lady who owned the motel and the guy who owned the gas station eventually, got together and they eventually married, which was very cool. So they had the two properties right next to each other. But anyway, this has been in constant use since then. The owner actually bought it 2 years ago, right as COVID hit, so I felt very bad with them. But their hospitality here is unbelievable. We were sat out here. There's some chairs here. I can overlay that. We were sat there last night. The guests here, they're pretty much all Route 66 enthusiasts. People come and park up and take pictures of the hotel. The owner, what was the owner's name, John? Robert. Thank you, Robert. They put coffee on. They work from 6:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. He even put on a cookout last night for everyone, which was fantastic. Just the hospitality. He came and sat with us and had a couple of beers. It's such an amazing place, hospitality-wise. So let's talk about the room quickly. So we actually had 2 adjoining rooms. They both had a queen bed, I think, and then they were joined in the middle with a bathroom, so it's a shared bathroom for us, but obviously with John, you wouldn't share a bathroom with a random stranger. And so anyway, the rooms were great, the bed was fantastic, the facilities are great. The shower and bathroom is very, very old school, but like I said, the water pressure is fantastic. They've obviously done upgrades. You can see an AC unit is installed in all the rooms. That wouldn't have been here in 1927. The shower and the bathroom is really, really old school, and I'm going to admit it looks a bit nasty at first, but when you appreciate that that's probably the original things that are in here, it's really, really cool. And so you think about the number of guests and the out of all the decades of people who have passed through here and some of the cool things and cool people, it's such a great feeling. So I'm really glad that they've kept it like to the original standard. If they'd done this up like a modern room, it just wouldn't have the same feel. So my point there is that if you want the modern luxuries, you want the fancy hairdryer and all of this stuff, then this isn't for you. If you want the true Route 66 experience, then you need to come and stay here. This is all about the experience. So anyway, we're about to hit the road. As you can see, John is already ready. I am not, because I'm stood here talking to you guys, so I need to go and do that before John gets angry at me. and then we're going to hit the road. We have our first short travel day today. Every other day we've been doing about 9 hours. Today is probably going to be about 2 hours if we do the historic route, and then we get to chill out. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention, there are laundry facilities here. They have a fridge, they have an ice machine, they have all of this lot, so you can do that. So we actually did a whole bunch of laundry, which is great because we're starting to run low on clothes, especially when you're on bikes. We'll cover that in another video. So anyway, that's the Blue Swallow. Fantastic place, love it. Would definitely stay here again. You should stay here. It's one of the first motels, if not the first motel, on Route 66. It's a must do. What's happening here, Natalie?
This is our 6,000 subscriber.
Oh. What are your names?
My name is Maud, and I'm now clicking subscribe. Sorry, this is good.
I didn't even ask if I could record them. I'm just putting the camera in their face.
It's fine. We're subscribed.
Is that it? Woo! Yay!
Okay, first stop, we didn't get very far because we have stopped in right outside of Tucumcari, going west for a coffee at the Paradise Cafe. It's closed. So this is an old cafe, and it doesn't actually look like it's been closed that long. It also has a motel just over here, which some of it has been burnt down, but I'm guessing that's happened after it closed rather than the reason for it to be closed. This is completely open, completely derelict. I mean, the windows are smashed in. There's a lot of graffiti here, which is surprising because we haven't really seen any, you know, signs of crime around here. Tucumcari is run down, so it must just be people passing through and just making a mess of things. But it's, I don't know why these places fascinate me. They just do. Like, at one point, this was probably completely bustling. You know, this was probably a really cool cafe. They probably did really well. The motel behind was probably doing really well. You just kind of have to think back and think, well, at one point this was probably a really nice place. And I don't think it was that long ago either. I think this is fairly new. This is obviously not an original Route 66, but maybe 20 years. Walk all the way through. Oh, there's more buildings out back. Wow, it's quite a big motel. Oh, I thought there was someone stood over there. There's not. Walk all the way through. I'm only doing this because the roof does actually look pretty strong. So here is the main building. I'm guessing this was probably the reception, but there's no way you're getting in there. There's been a big fire here. I wonder where the fire trucks have to come from, because there was not a fire station in Tucumcari, so it would have taken them a while to get here. But they saved the roof and most of the building, but obviously the first floor has come straight down. Anyway, we're going to go stick a sticker somewhere here, so if you're passing through, you can come and find the sticker. So right outside Tucumcari, pull in to the left, there's a Paradise Cafe, and see if you can find our sticker. So no big reveal of the sticker, because Natalie did it whilst I was talking about the burnt building. So here it is. It's right up here, right next to the sign that says, "And every day I wake to find the smile the world has tried to hide." It's pretty cool. So there's our sticker. Take a picture with that, tag us, hashtag us, Brazen Brits, whatever you want to do, so that we can see it. Right, we're heading out. See what else we can find.
How cool was that? Depends on what you decide is cool or not.
That was wicked. So we were running along, we didn't have the cameras on, sorry, but we were running along and this little dirt devil started spinning up. It was, compared to a tornado, started spinning up on the right hand side, and I saw it and thought, whoa, that's cool, hey look guys, a tornado. This thing came straight across and we had no choice. We hit this thing head on. Whoa, I was all over the place doing 75 all over the place. Then I hear John screaming, and then he had everything like smashing his leg and smashing into the bike, but it was still here.
There was a massive clump, like a bush or something, and it went straight into it. You know, it was a load of soil, it was solid. It was solid.
I mean, I'm glad we're not dead, but when it happened,
There's not
shit my pants when that came out in front of me.
There's not much scarier stuff I've ever been in.
Really?
Yeah, that was horrendous.
Oh, man. I feel bad because I thought John was just being a little whingy. John, he's hungry. We haven't eaten today. He gets a bit hangry.
And I haven't moaned once.
And he hasn't. Well, okay, he hasn't moaned once, but actually, he has some pretty bad damage on his leg. This is. I'm sorry, John. Okay, I apologise. It's not bad, but it's worse than I thought it was. I thought he had a little tap on the leg or something. Alright, we're at the Santa Rosa Blue Hole in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. So we've just dropped our stuff off at the hotel, jumped back on the bikes, and we've run down here, but actually we were a bit worried because at the hotel there was a wildfire just down the road, so they look like they're getting it under control, but that's a little bit worrying because it's not very far from our hotel, so hopefully our hotel and our stuff is there when we get back to the room. So this spews out 3,000 gallons every minute from natural springs. And it comes down a little stream down the side here into another pond just up the road, which is a fishing pond. But at the top, this is 80 feet wide and 130 feet at the bottom. And do you know how deep it is?
130 feet.
No, it's 80 feet.
Oh.
But that's still a lot. That's
Okay.
a lot. Anyway, this is perfect for scuba divers. So you can see the balloons here. They actually hold up little platforms for the scuba divers to use. So, you know, when you do your PADI cert and you have to level and things. And this is actually open to the public. And there is 2 levels you can jump from. There's a really high level up there, which there's no way I'm doing that. And then the smaller level at the bottom, which I'll think about. But actually, the water here, the temperature, is 62 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 16 degrees Celsius.
That's freezing.
I know, like when we have our pool at like 29 degrees Celsius, I think. Anyway, so are you going in?
Not a chance.
Yeah, me either, but actually I'm being pressured by John and our 2 new friends here who said that it's refreshing, it's not cold.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't believe them either.
There's the emergency alert on my phone. So we are being evacuated. The fire is literally coming this way. Apparently we can stay in the sister hotel. We're gonna go pack up all our stuff. Alright, we're gonna get my stuff and then I'll give you the cards back on the way through, yeah? In the room? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going down to Comfort Inn, which apparently is just down the road on the left. Hope we don't get evacuated from there as well. It's not looking great, guys.
Okay, I shouldn't be filming right now, but they are really panicking. We thought the fire was under control, but whilst we were at the Blue Hole, it must have just, something happened, I don't know. So they're rushing us to get evacuated. We need to get all of our stuff. So we're literally packing up now. We've got the cart here. We're going to run out, jump on the bikes, and then apparently they have another hotel that we can go to. Although it's just down the road, so we're not too sure about that.
No.
So anyway, we will update you when we've got out of here. All right, so we have moved down the road to a different hotel that was 20 bucks more and definitely not as nice. We had a bit of a panic to get out because we had emptied all of our stuff. We were going to, because this was a rest day, we had hours to do stuff, so we emptied everything out to kind of do a reset on all of our stuff. So luckily John's way more advanced than us, and he'd already started doing that. We hadn't. We'd just like got everything ready, so we've had to throw it all into bags in a panic to get out the hotel to get to somewhere else. So anyway, we're down, we're in another hotel. It's not that late, so we're going to redo our reset. But before that, I already ended this video at the Blue Hole. So let's rewind and go to the ending of this video and see what happened there. And we will see you next week. Well, thank you to Clay and Caleb for, what do you call it, guilting us into it?
Yeah. A little bit of trickery.
Trickery, well, it's a lie. It was an outright lie that he said it doesn't matter when you go in. So yeah, the first time was tough. Second time is just as tough. That was a lie as well. And then after that it got easy. I still don't like the top one. It's too high for me. But everything else was fine. So thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're having an easy day now, so we're going to head back to our hotel. We're going to chill out and we're going to download all the footage from the last few days and make sure it all worked. Half of it, I don't think you'll be able to hear us, but thank you for watching. Here's a video we think you'll like. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button. We have some cool stuff coming up on this trip that we're very excited about. And if you want to become a Braziere and support a couple of tits, then please hit the join button below. We've also enabled the thanks button, so if there's anything here that helped you, hit thanks. We appreciate it. Thank you to everyone below. We'll see you next week.